So ranked choice voting is an alternative to our normal voting system where you have the option to rank your choice for people for a specific position from potentially, if there's 4 candidates, from 1 to 4. First being your first choice, second being the choice if your first choice doesn't make it, then it would revert to the second choice, and third and fourth, and so on. And why would it benefit the people of Easthampton? I think one of the things that it does is it allows people to not just be focused on 2 potential candidates, but it allows you to focus on all of the candidates and really choose the one that you feel more closely aligned with, even if you think they don't have a chance of winning, because you're not necessarily going to get stuck with someone who's your last choice. And so you can go ahead and be brave and vote for your first choice and then put who you think maybe the next viable candidate would be as your second choice. And you wouldn't necessarily have to make more than one choice either. So in ranked choice voting, you can vote for as many candidates as you want in the ranking system. So if you only felt like you wanted to vote for one candidate, then you could just rank them as number 1 and not make any other choices. So it would be just like the voting system we have now. But if you did want to vote for a second choice or a third choice, then you would have that ability. So if your first choice didn't make it, it would revert to your second choice. So ranked choice voting does have an initial cost for the tabulators, and that cost, I believe, is around $8,000. And then there's a yearly fee that the city would pay. But those costs are really small in comparison to what it would cost to have a primary election, which we currently don't have in Easthampton. And a primary would be the only other way to kind of narrow the field of candidates besides ranked choice voting. Ranked choice voting is not more complicated than your normal voting system that we're all used to. You basically are just going to choose your first choice, your second choice, and any choices thereafter, if there are any. And that way, if your candidate doesn't get more than 50% of the vote, then it's going to revert to the next candidate. And so it's really simple. You don't have to be, educated on every policy that every candidate is going to have. But most voters go into the voting booth knowing who they're going to vote for. And this allows you to vote your conscience and to vote for the candidate you're most aligned with without any fear of ending up with the lowest common denominator.